Hi guys, for those of you who are new, my name is Christine and welcome to my channel and thanks for checking out this video. For those of you who have been subscribed for a bit, thank you for coming back. So I finished The Unkindness of Ravens. This is by M.E. Hilliard. This is a Greer Hogan mystery and it's the first in the series. This one, this is published by Crooked Lane and this came out in this year. And I know the second one has recently come out as well. So this is a cozy mystery series. This one we're following Greer, and it's the same formula as pretty much any cozy mysteries. I've yet to find one that deviates from that formula of pretty much new girl in town, finds a dead body, she becomes a suspect, she starts to investigate, but the police can't do their job properly, or she's just overly curious, or something along those lines. But either way, she's investigating when she's told by the police to keep her nose out of it, basically. She persists, and things start to hit the fan as she uncovers stuff, and then it just resolves. So, standard cozy mystery. I'm giving this 4 stars. Thoroughly loved it. And this particular one, it's her friend that's murdered. This takes place mostly in the library because the body of her friend Joanne, Greer's friend Joanne, is found in the library, and Greer is the one that found Joanne's body. There's other things. Someone else ends up injured in the library at one point, and Greer happens to be an employee of the library. I believe she's a librarian, although it doesn't really say exactly what her position is. There's a lot of talk about friends of the library and them, you know, doing stuff. Joanne worked for the Friends of the Library and things like that. And Joanne uncovered some stuff, and that led to her dying, and you find out more about that obviously as the book goes on. So it's your standard cozy mystery. I gave this 4 stars. I do enjoy cozy mysteries. I have yet to have a cozy mystery that hits the 5-star mark, but they're all pretty generally a 4-star from me. One thing I will say about this particular series, if you want nothing to do with Harry Potter, then avoid this, because there are several Harry Potter references. There's reference to Mad-Eye Moody, the Pensive, Albus Dumbledore, Nearly Headless Nick. So there's a lot of references to Harry Potter in this book. And the reference of Nearly Headless Nick comes from a child in the book, but there are plenty of references that pop up regarding Harry Potter. So it was good, and the references to Harry Potter were done in a way that helped clarify certain situations and lines of thinking that Greer had that kind of made things make a little bit more sense because of the way it was used to clarify things. Again, so it was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It says equal parts charm and seething undercurrents by Gwen Florio, who's the award-winning author of Lola Wick's series. So that's the quote from a different author on the cover. I would say it is charming as far as seething undercurrents. I guess I can kind of see where the author's coming from, but I don't know. But it's like if you've read a cozy mystery, you know the formula for all cozy mysteries, because they just don't deviate from that. There's a lot of gossiping, which again, that's standard for cozy mysteries. There's someone named Carol, there's events, there's Dory, there's Millicent, but that's all from Greer's perspective. I'm trying to think, who are some of the other characters? There's Jenny. There's just a lot of characters in here. But it's done in a way that you remember the characters, that there's not... I mean, the thing with cozy mysteries is about the plot. So it's a plot-driven book, so the characters are a little bit more flat, except for the main character has a little bit more dimension than the side characters. There's references to ravens and crows in this book quite a bit. like A Murder of Ravens or A Murder of Crows or something like that, which is a group of ravens or crows, and I don't know which ones are which. So, but yeah, it was good. I'm trying to think what else. Obviously, it takes place in over a certain amount of time. It's definitely longer than a day. You do have the funeral of the person that was murdered. There's throwback to when someone else lost their life who happened to be a child, so do be aware of that, especially because the child died in water. So if that's hard, that is a definite clue in this. So it is referenced quite a bit, so you do learn about that a bit. This is kind of like, so the library is in this like manor that's up here on the hill, and it does have the Gothic feels when you're in the manor. Outside of that, it's just a very small town, pretty typical small town cozy mystery type of a thing. Everyone knows everybody, you know, and people obviously come to visit, so they know who's new and things like that. And in a small town where everyone knows everyone, you have the new person in town vibe for quite a bit. So there is a lot of reference to that. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. It's the standard cozy formula mystery, and I can't really say much without giving a lot of spoilers away, but because it is the universal formula, you can kind of guess what happens. So I did like the fact that this took place mostly in the library. I've had one other cozy mystery series that I have read where it did not take place in the library, but the library was a big theme in it. But this one was, I mean, obviously outside of library hours, it took place in the library. So, I mean, there was a little investigation that took place outside of it, like going to a news station. I will say that, going to a coffee shop. But that's about it. And being inside Greer's home, there's a lot of references as well as to Harry Potter, mostly to Harry Potter, but there's other references, quite a few, to like Nancy Drew and Miss Marple and Hercule Poirot. I know I'm saying that wrong, but there are references to that. There's another, which I have never heard of, so I don't know if it's fictional or not. The character talks about how she kind of, I guess, sees herself Nancy Drew-esque, but more so she sees herself as someone called Trixie, who was a murder-solving, kick-butt type of a girl from when this character particularly grew up. So Trixie, I don't know if is real or not. I'm assuming is fictional, although it wouldn't surprise me if Trixie was real, to, like, not like a real person, but a real fictional character, if that makes sense, like Nancy Drew. Because of the references to Poirot and Miss Marple and Harry Potter and all of that. But then it's like it could also be that Trixie was made up specifically for this series. That I do not know. But it gave the standard cozy vibe feels. It was enjoyable. I loved it. It's the standard pacing for cozy reads. So in my particular opinion, that means it is not slow, but it's not fast either. Kind of a medium-paced read throughout the book. So yeah, I like the writing of it. I look forward to continuing this series. So yeah, and this is definitely a series. This particular edition is a library book. And this is a reader's choice book, it looks like. So, but I look forward to continuing with this series. I really enjoyed my reading of this, and so yeah, so 4 stars. Let me know if you've read this, or if you've read anything else by M.E. Hilliard. So that'll be it for this video. Until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book, and I'll talk to you later.